So the side of the vehicle, Form B. The door opens and closes freely. The window rolls up and down freely. The hinges in the door, all the bolts are present, tight and secure. The weather stripping around the door is tight and secure, not cracked or frayed. The hinge from the outside of the door is not cracked or bent, functional. The mirror brackets are tight and secure with bolts. The mirror brackets itself are not cracked or bent. My mirrors are not cracked, no illegal stickers, clear, clean, and functional. Our fuel tank is properly bolted to the frame with 2 metal straps. All bolts are present, tight and secure. My cap from my fuel tank is tight and secure, properly vented, no leaks. We have steps on the truck that are not cracked or bent, free of oil and grease. All bolts are present, tight and secure to the straps. My handle, all bolts are present, tight and secure. And my handle itself to enter and exit the truck is not cracked or bent. The catwalk is properly bolted to the frame. All bolts are present, tight, not loose. The catwalk itself is not cracked or bent, free of oil and grease. We have our light here, turn signal, 4-way flasher, amber in color, clear, clean, and functional. Now from the light, we're gonna go to the exhaust system. So my exhaust line, all clamps are present, tight and secure, no leaks, no soot, properly bolted to the frame of the truck. All bolts are tight and secure. Checking the exhaust line all the way up to the turbo, no soot mark. Clamps are tight and secure, not cracked or bent. Check the frame from the front of the truck all the way to the rear. Make sure it's not cracked or bent, no illegal welds. Left turn signal, right turn signal, 4-way flashers, brake lights. Okay, they're not cracked and they're clear, clean, and functional. Okay, splash guards are secure with the Carter pin. They're not cracked or bent, not dragging on the ground or touching the tire. Spring mount and hangers are properly bolted to the frame. Bolts are tight and secure. The spring mounts and hangers are not cracked or bent, no illegal welds. We have release springs. We don't have more than a quarter missing, shifted, or broken, and they're held to the axle with an anchor plate, 2 U-bolts, 4 nuts, and they're tight and secure, not cracked, bent, or no illegal welds. Our shock absorber is properly bolted to the frame and the axle. The bolts are tight and secure. The shock absorber itself is not cracked or bent or leaking. We have our airbag here. Airbag mount is not cracked or bent, properly bolted to the frame. The bolts are tight and secure. We have our airbag. We don't have no abrasion, bubbles, or cuts or leaks on the airbag. Part of our suspension is the torque arm, and it's not cracked or bent, and the fittings are tight and secure. Okay, so now we're going to the brakes. We have our brake chamber. It's not cracked or dented or leaking. Brake chamber clamp is tight and secure, not cracked or bent. We have our hoses and fittings that are tight and secure. The hoses are not cracked or frayed or leaking, and our wire is not cracked or frayed. The push rod has no more than 2 inches of play. Slack adjuster at a 90-degree angle when brakes are applied, and they're held together with a clevis and Carter pin, not cracked, bent, or illegal welds. When brakes are released, pulled by hand, the push rod cannot exceed more than 1 inch. My brake drum and lining. Brake drum is not cracked or bent, no illegal welds. Brake lining has no less than 1/4 of an inch of material, is not cracked or bent, and it's free of oil and grease on the brake drum and the lining. The lining is properly bolted to the rim. All bolts are present, tight and secure. Dual wheels, tires are not touching. We have no spacers. These are disc rims, so the rims are butted against each other. No debris in between. The wheels, ICD inflation, no less than 100 PSI on the tire. I checked it with a tire gauge at the valve stem. The valve stem is capped and is not cracked or bent or leaking. The condition of the tire, no abrasions, bubbles, or cuts on the sidewalls. The tire is properly beaded to the rim, and the tire depth on the tires on the drives are no less than 2/32 of an inch, evenly worn. My rim is not cracked or bent, no illegal welds. All lug nuts are present, tight and secure. No shininess or rust streaks through the rim and lug nut. Axle seal is properly bolted. All bolts are tight and secure. It's not cracked or bent or leaking. Properly greased.